I found that they work in a variety of medias, including photography, sculpture, using a wide variety of materials. They also have film-based work and they create installations, some with projection. They have won awards for their work. For example, for their questions piece, they won a Golden Lion Prize in 2003. Work called How to Work Better in 1991 was painted on the wall of an office building for the Channel 4 The Big Art Project. Their work has a playful theme throughout and they seek to amuse their audiences as well as doing the unexpected. And by doing so, they allow their audience to see things in a different perspective. For example, using unrelated objects to create a sculptural piece. Their work has been compared to that of Marcel Duchamp, Diasa Roth. They use everyday objects to make something new, e.g. a sculpture.
Fischli&Weiss made the piece called The Way Things Go back in the late 80s. The piece is an arts film showing a set of everyday objects interacting with each other in a way that wouldn't be expected in a normal environment. The video and its concept is inspired by Rube Goldberg, an illustrator and cartoonist from America. Goldberg was famous for his illustrations as showed a simple task like wiping your nose, assisted by a machine, but in a long and unnecessarily convoluted way.
From looking at the work of Fischli&Weiss, we noticed a comparison between the inspirations behind some of their pieces. Artists that use humour. The Way Things Go is based on the theory of cause and effect, similar to the Rube Goldberg machine. These machines were originally diagrams and cartoons drawn by American cartoonist and inventor Rube Goldberg. They were displayed deliberately over-engineered machines that perform simple tasks in a complex way. This realisation led us to come up with ideas for our final piece.
Fischli&Weiss describe their methodology as concentrated daydreaming. They play around with the meaning of everyday objects and always make their work to be different from what it seems to be. Their style is a bit humorous and playful, and they always have the element of surprise. Their work combines, rearranges, or otherwise manipulates their daily experiences into something new and unexpected, executed in a variety of media.
They are now seems to be living and working based in Zurich and not really have any recent work. But from my research, they are now sometimes going around the world to places to get interviews as well as launching their exhibition. The most recent exhibitions are one in Kazanawa, Japan in October 2010. And one in Art Institute in Chicago. This is said to be the first major exhibition for more than 20 years in 2011.
We discovered that one of their methods of working was to use the concept of another artist's work and change the medium to construct their piece of work. So, taking this way of working, we looked at a project called Before I Die by Candy Chung, where people can write on with chalk onto the wall to complete the sentence. We decided to keep this concept and use I Wish and record the audio of people's answers. This encountered some problems.
We understood from the research that the art of Fischli&Weiss has a lot more depth and potential for different interpretation than what one might think from a first glance. Their work has meaning and is not only about looking good, which makes it more timeless. We also understood that it's very difficult to collaborate with other people, especially strangers, people from different age groups. We encountered a lot of rejection in the process of making our artifact. People were insecure about what they wanted to say, shy, aggressive, and scared of technology.
In this project, we're investigating the way Peter Fischli and David Weiss work and execute their ideas. Our presentation has been designed in one of their styles of working and also tells you some information about them, from before their collaboration to the pair's most recent works.
In 1952, Peter Fischli was born in Zurich, Switzerland, where he currently resides. Between the years 1975 and 77, he studied at the Academy of Fine Arts in Italy. Fischli had done some work for a group exhibition the year after finishing his studies. His collaboration with David Weiss began in 1979.
David Weiss was born in 1946 in Zurich. Weiss got into contact with art at a very young age. He attended the School for Applied Art in Zurich at the age of 16. This is also where he met a friend through whom he acquainted Fischli afterwards. He loves traveling and very interested in photography. Before his cooperation with Fischli in 1979, he also worked with Alfred Bruber, whom he met when he studied at a professional sculpture class in Basel. He had a few exhibitions in Zurich, Cologne, and as well as Rotterdam. How Fischli and Weiss started working together is quite an interesting story. Weiss met Fischli when he was helping his friend to do his exhibition, the one from the School of Applied Art. As a friend of a friend, Weiss also offered later to be an assistant for Fischli in one of his projects. Afterwards, they started cooperating to do projects, starting with the 10 series photograph of the sausage.